Okay, everybody, welcome back to the DGS 2605 channel. We're back with our MLB Power Pros 2008 repeat season mode with your undefeated world champion, Toronto Blue Jays. Last time off, Oz got himself a complete game against the Rays, and that right, it was a shutout, and it was a gutsy one too. He battled for those last few outs. Now we hit the road. We're going to be a bit of a road trip, playing teams with circular logos, and then we head back home to play the same teams in the same order. Same amount of games too. So we have the Oakland Athletics here. I checked the standings. They're five games back of the Texas Rangers. They're at 24-20. So they might be a wildcard team or even the AL West division champions. So always good to get practice in against opponents you plan to see later in the year. So next on the mound, Randy Wolf, 5.6 ERA. Is that average condition right here? We're gonna have to see how he does here. And looking at their lineup over there, Tom Glavine is motivated, apparently. So it's going to be a lefty-lefty matchup yet again. So let's look at their lineup. B.J. Upton, Yabesky Betancourt. No, can't remember who Atkins is. Jeff Kent. Scott Hatteberg. I think it's Jack Jones, or it's... yeah, like Jacques Jones. Johnny Estrada. Oh, two great players. Great Kennedy and Great Spire. Look at our lineup. So we each have one player who's above average. Theirs is Johnny Estrada. Ours is Rich Aurelia. We got a fair amount of guys who are below average. But hey, whatever, right? The game's not played on the stat sheet. It's played on the field. Okay, Blue Jays, let's play ball. Alrighty, time to play some baseball. 10:05 p.m. in the second last game. Somehow, the Mets game is going even later than 10 p.m. on the West Coast. They must be playing at midnight. Factoring time zones. Alright, getting into the Coliseum here. Rich Aurelia leading off. Tom Glavine with a 2.25 ERA. How often is it where their opposing pitcher has a better ERA than our starter? So Wolf really going to have to prove himself here. Of course, we are in the dual-use stadium. Time the Raiders played, the Raiders of the NFL played in Oakland. They shared the field with the A's. Wind's going east, a factor of 2. The wind will be a factor, I imagine. 2-2 count now to Rich Aurelia. Oh, that circle changeup, man, that's filthy. Got him looking. Here's Durham, 489, 11 homers, 47 RBIs. Strike one. Cutter missed, 1-1. That circle changeup, man, it's got movement on it. 1-2. That one went too far low. 2-2 now. There's a regular changeup. Payoff pitch to Ray Durham. 1 out, nobody on. Just got over that. It's fouled back. Staying alive for one more. Here it is again. And he read that curveball. Well, that's going to right field. That's going to be the first base hit of the game. Single for Ray Durham with 1 out. Here's Berkman, 484, 47, 114. That circle changeup again for strike one. He loves to throw it high. It breaks into the mid part of the zone. Curve caught the corner there. What can you do? Nothing in 2 now to Berkman. Ball 1. Berkman pulls that past the third baseman. That's going to be runners on first and second now. Back-to-back hits. That could have been a double play, but they get no outs there. Here's Rios. Now this is murderer's row for us against a left-handed pitcher. Rios, Braun, Lowell. One of these guys, they got to make something happen here. Circle change up in the other batter's box. 1-1. And he read that fastball perfectly. It's against the wind. It's going. It's carrying it. It just made it. Alex Rios and his ERA is going to balloon already. The quality start already in jeopardy. Alex Rios has his 20th home run on the season. I believe RBI number 6-7 as he comes across the plate. And it's already 3-0 Toronto. His ERA is 2.9. And now it's directly south factor of 2. It cleared it. Like, just barely. 2-0. Braun hits that 2-1 pitch to center field. That's going to be a single. 4 straight hits for the Jays, excuse me. Here's Lowell now, 4-6-1, 26-65. He's keeping an eye over on Braun. He's looking for double play here. Keep an eye on again. So we got to remember, like, they know Wolf is on the mound. Because if we got 3 runs in the first inning off a guy with an ERA around 2, imagine what they can get with an ERA with a guy around 5. Fastball just missed the zone, 1-1. Lowell pulls that one over to third base. Atkins at second, over to first. Lowell just beats it out. So he prevents a double play that's going to bring up Luke Scott. Strike one on a cutter. This is the lefty-lefty matchup Glavin wants. Curve missed, 1-1. And Luke Scott read that changeup pretty well, but couldn't get it past Great Kennedy. Throws it to first. That's going to be the top of the first. But we got the runs where we needed them. We're 3 for 4, heading to the bottom of the first. BJ Upton will be leading off. Let's see, Wolf, what you got? Slider, the location was not great. That was a good-looking curve. And the fastball, all right. Maybe a little iffy on the slider. BJ Upton, 253, 843. So I'm not sure how many of these guys have a ton of power in their bat, but with this win, I'm prepared and fine to take some fly balls. Is that fastball there? Just got a piece of that change up, pulled over to third. Lowell to Berkman, 1 away. And he was really swinging for the fences there. Besky Betancourt, 229, 527. This guy, your designated hitter with those kinds of stats. Lowell has that, over to first. 2 away, back-to-back ground outs to third. Here's Atkins. Strike one. And he read that one well. That's going over to right field, but Rios is there. That's the end of the inning. 3 up and 3 down goes Oakland. Top of the second now. In the 8th spot, Paulo Duca leading off. 485, 426. Strike one on the circle changeup. We are going to see that pitch a lot. Speak of the devil. 1-1 count. Perfectly on that top left corner. That was, I think, a regular changeup. Yep, and it's going over to right field. Another base hit for the Jays, 5th of the game. Loduca with a leadoff single on the top of the second. Here's Grandy, 428, 35, 91. 2 games ago, I believe, that was the game he had 6 RBIs in a single inning. The count is quickly 0-2 on him, and that's a soft grounder to the second baseman. At second, they don't bother with a throw to first, so we at least have a quick runner on. Rich Aurelia went down looking his first time up. Strike one on the circle change. Quick 0-2 count. Glavin seems to be getting into the groove here. Ooh, that cutter, man. 1-2. That cutter just missed. That could have been strike 3. Instead, it's a 2-2 count. Oh, man, a payoff pitch on 3 really close pitches. Aurelia puts it in play. It's going to the shortstop, Kennedy. At second. They throw to first. Double play. Got him. What an at-bat. That was some excellent pitching by Glavin. Got to respect the game. Anyways, you essentially go 3 up and 3 down. We're 3 for 5 now. Bottom of the second. Here's Jeff Kent. 234, 1-20. This team has a winning record, mind you. He pulls that. That's going to the shortstop. Rich Aurelia takes a stride. 1 away. Here's Scott Hatteberg. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Ball 1 just missed. Ball 2 just missed again. Strike 1 on the fastball there. And a high curve over to Berkman. Steps on the bag. 2 away. Not as risky of a pitch when it's a left-handed hitter. Here he is. Jack Jones, 231, 319. And that's going to be the first base hit of the day for Oakland. Going to shallow left. Scott trying to run it down, and he's going to have himself a hustle double there. Their first hit, they get a runner in scoring position. Here's Johnny Estrada. It's the first pitch he sees. Slider. Lowell, how did you not get that, man? All right, let him run it out. Lowell should have had that. 3-1. There goes the shutout. Just get back into the game, right? His ERA is exactly the same as it started. Strike 1 to Great Kennedy. It's that one, 0-2. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. All right, nice recovery. They get the 1 run across. Don't sweat it. So through the second there, they're 1 for 2. We're 3 for 5. Top of the third coming up, and Ray Durham is leading off.
Number 5, Ray Durham.
Ball 1 on the circle change. Strike 1 on it right there. He's throwing, that's probably 2/3 of his pitches right now. Cutter missed, 2-1. Curve off across the heart of the plate. Didn't risk it. 2-2 count now. I need that one's circle change. Hit over to Kent. To first, 1 away. There's Berkman, 1 for 1, a single in the game so far. Strike 1, how many pitches is he at? He's almost at 50. Well, he's going to be at 50 guaranteed. I won't swing at this. Going into the 50s now. 0-2. And Berkman, that one went way inside, but he muscles it to center field, and that's a surprise base hit. Berkman with a 1-out single, his second hit of the day. Here's AR-15, 3-run home run his first time up. And I have a hunch here. Ball 1 on the circle change. They're keeping an eye on Berkman. They're looking for another double play. Ball 2. Strike 1 on the circle change. He read that one okay, but it's hit over to Kennedy at short. At a second, over to first. They got exactly what they were looking for, the double play. We're now 3 for 6, heading to the bottom of the third. Last batter in their lineup. Great Spire leading off, and this is going to conclude the first trip through it. 2-11, 2-20. Pitch away from Wolf. One ball, no strike. Fastball in the zone there, 1-1. Slider there. That's put in play. Wolf over to him. Throws to Berkman, 1 away. A lot of balls in the infield here. BJ Upton, he was swinging for the fences. It looks like he wants to do that again. Ooh, nice slider there. 1-1. That's the curve there. Got him swinging. Some excellent pitching there against the right-handed bat, and here's another one. Both teams have their batter in their two spot in the lineup, wearing number 5. It's pulled foul past the third baseline. Got away from Wolf, but he struck him out nonetheless. They go 3 up and 3 down in the third. Excellent. So a quick third inning there. They remain 1 for 2. We're 3 for 6. Both teams at 500 there. Top of the fourth coming up, and Ryan Braun in the 5 spot leading off. Just in case there's a mistake, because a left-handed pitcher, if it weren't from the wind, Braun would be absolutely frothing at the mouth for this. Quick 1-1 count. Circle change, did not catch the corner there. 2-1. Cutter, generous call there. Count is even, 2-2. And Braun read that one well. That's going to center field again. There's a leadoff single. Here's Lowell. Grounded out his last time up. I believe he prevented the double play. Ball 1. Ball 2. Last time he was really keeping Braun at first. He isn't doing that this time. 2-1. Oh, man. Speak of the devil. Second time I said that. Here's the 2-1. Cutter missed. 3-1. We're waiting on this. He's fine. He's tired. Payoff pitch to Lowell. Runner on first. Nobody away. And he smoked that curveball to left field. It is going. It will stay in the park. That's going to be one hard hit single there, but Braun gets all the way to third base. Against a tired pitcher here. Luke Scott. Oh, pitch number 6-7 is coming up. Just wait on a mistake here. We have 2 outs to play with. If we get a sac fly, we get that run they got back. Change up there, 1-1. Way high on that cutter, 2-1. Change up there, 2-2. Got a good piece of that. That is going way foul. Staying alive for one more pitch. And a mistake. Scott pulls it. It is going to right field. It is gone. That ERA is going to inflate like a balloon right here. 6-1 Blue Jays. It's now batting practice. And a weak pitch got what it deserved. Right swing at the right time. 3 RBIs for Luke Scott in the game now. left, and he really pulled that one. Wasn't far off, all things considered, from going foul. Do we take those? His ERA is still respectable, just in the mid-3 range. Looks like they got a rookie guy coming in, Abraham. And he is in not great condition. It's the worst he can be. First pitch is a mistake, missed the zone. 1-0. Luduka went reaching for that one, gets past the pitcher. That's going to be... How's that scored? Base hit. So that is what, 4 straight hits for the Jays? Yes, it is. Here's Grandy, 0-for-1 with a grounder. Fastball inside, 1-0. Strike 1 on the fastball. And he read that one excellently. That's going to right field. Will it have enough? Yes, it will. Second home run of the inning. 36th home run on the season for Curtis Granderson. Another 2 RBIs for him on the campaign. That is now 8-1 Toronto. Incredible. It's now a 5-run rally we're having. Rich Aurelia hitless in the game so far. A strikeout and a double play. Fortunately, one of those outcomes is impossible right here with the bases empty, nobody out. A mistake across the plate. Aurelia pulls it down the left field line. It will stay fair. And he isn't going to try running. Jack Jones seems to have a good arm. That's a single for Rich Aurelia. Here's Ray Durham. First pitch he sees goes to Kennedy at short. At second. Over to first. Double play. So they finally get some outs recorded. We don't need to see that. Check ERA out. ERA is above 7. Here's Berkman now. In a situation like this, you know we're going to let him swing. Ball 1. Also, I should keep in mind, let their pitch and get tired. That one's right on the sweet spot. Just went foul. 1-1 count now. Berkman hit that one perfectly. That's going to left field. It is against the wind. At the wall is Jones. He will make the catch right there. So that's a 5-run rally, though, on 5 hits. Yeah, 5 to 6 for the Jays. We're 8 for 12. They're 1 for 2. Got a lot of run insurance now. Bottom of the 4th. 3 strikeouts in the game for Wolf. Strike 1. And he went reaching for that one. That one is... Oh, it stayed in the park. I thought that was going to be out of there. He will stay at first, so it's a leadoff single. Their 3rd hit of the game. It's Jeff Kent. Strike 1 on the slider. He pulls that one to 3rd. Lowell go to 2nd. At second, over to 1st. He isn't a good runner. Double play. If we ground into them, they ground into them too. Scott Hatteberg. Strike 1 on the fastball. Very nice. A mistake gets away from him. Luke Scott is in a good spot. Makes a jumping catch. Bailed him out there. Excellent. They get a hit. Nothing of it. Top of the 5th coming up. AR-15 leading off. 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer his first time up. Swings at that first curveball. It's going to left. Just made it. That might be his shortest home run he's had both seasons I've done this. 377 feet, his 2nd home run of the day. 21st on the season. RBI number 68 now on the season. And with that win at dead center, we're like, it's not really stopping our guys, is it? Doesn't look like it to me. Here's Braun, 2 for 2. Pitch outside, 1-0. Yeah, that outfield moves back. I don't know how much that's going to help when he sends it to Jupiter. A fork ball, interesting. There it is again. Way high and inside, 2-1. He hits that to dead center. It is against the wind, and like I said, it will not matter. 440 feet. Home run, nice. Number 69 on the season. 3 home runs in the inning? No. Rios led off. What am I talking about? Back-to-back solo shots. We're now at double digits, 10-1. They are just letting this Abraham kid just get mauled out here. That was to dead center, man. Here's Lowell. Pulls that one. That's nice dive by Atkins at 3rd base. He's throwing it over to 1st. He will get him. So a good defensive play. Finally gets an out in the inning after 2 batters, or 3 I should say. So Luke Scott, 3-run home run. His last at-bat, he really put this game into batting practice. So he's earned some leisure here. I just realized they put in back-to-back left-handers. So no wonder righties have been chewing this kid up and spitting him out. 1-1. Luke Scott, that was a high hit ball that is going to fly over to left field. It will be a base hit. Luke Scott looking for a cycle now. Needs the double and the triple. Paulo Duca, 2 for 2. 2 singles. Keep an eye over on first base. I'm surprised they're just... Clearly they feel like this game's a lost cause. They're letting this kid just hang in there. Oh, now he's tired. 2-0 count. Mistake, Luduca swung through it. 2-1. 3-1. He's jammed on that. That's going to center field. BJ Upton will make the catch, and you can see how that died down because of the wind. Here's Grandy, a home run his last time up. He's getting close to 100 RBIs on the season. Ball 1. Strike 1 on the fastball there. Curve high and inside, 2-1. Count is even, 2-2. He read that one well. Will that get past the second baseman? Oh, just barely got it. And he throws him out at first, so they save Abraham a little dignity there. Another 2 runs thanks to 2 solo shots. We're 10 for 15. They're 1 for 3. So essentially, we're 2 for 3. They're 1 for 3. We're twice as efficient. Jones swings at that first pitch. They are swinging hard. He doesn't do it there, but Berkman makes the easy catch. 1 away. Johnny Estrada, an RBI in the game. Beautiful pitch for strike 1. Fell back. It's going to be 0-2. Curve went low. He hits that one. That's going to be an easy base hit. That's the second of the day. Runner on first, 1 away. That's their 4th hit. It's Ray Kennedy. Nice. He's got 4 homers, 20 RBIs. Fouls the slider off. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. 2 away. Spire, 210, 220. The fastball. 0-1. Didn't bite on that fastball. 0-2. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. That's going to end the bottom of the 5th there. Heading to the top of the 6th now. Yep, there he goes walking back. They're 1 for 4. We're 10 for 15. It's our leadoff guy, Rich Aurelia. Pitching substitution here for Oakland. Here comes in Stetter. What kind of last name is that? Mitch Stetter. What a name. ERA under 1. And a 3rd consecutive left-handed pitcher in the game. And they put him to face our murderer's row of righties. 1-1. You read that slider. That's hit right to Hatteberg. 1 away. Durham, 1 for 3. Durham hits that first pitch over the head of the first baseman. That's a 1-out single. He could have maybe made a jump at that instead of dive, but whatever. There's Berkman now, 2 for 3. No wonder they've been trying so many pickoffs, because it's a lot easier for them as left-handers facing first base. That is 3 in a row I'm not running. If there was a situation where I'd, activate my trap card and have a guy run, it wouldn't be in a game like this. Anyways, Berkman hits that to center field. That's going to be back-to-back singles for Toronto. Here's AR-15. He's been here already once in this game. Hits that to right field. Will it have enough? It is deep out there. We're setting both of them. Spire does not seem to have that great of an arm, so it's a productive out, moving both runners to scoring position. Here's Braun. Ooh, that's a wicked slider, but it missed. 1-0. There it is again, 2-0. Braun hits that fastball. That's going to right field, right at Spire. He makes the catch, and they get out of the run without any runs coming across the plate. We're now 10 for 17. They're 1 for 4. Bottom of the 6th. Top of the Athletics lineup. This is the 3rd trip through it. Upton, a hard hit ball, grounded to short. Aurelia to first. 1 away. Besky Betancourt, 0 for 2. Grounder and struck out. Berkman, nice jump there. 2 away. They're going to show a replay of that. That could have been a dangerous with that amount of foul territory. It's Atkins. Is that strike 1? He just missed the sweet spot there. That's going to right field. Rios is there. Makes the 3rd out. A's go 3 up and 3 down yet again. Top of the 7th. Our 6th batter, Mike Lowell, leading off. It's 1 for 3. Strike 1 on the fastball. He went reaching up for that one, and he's got himself another base hit in the game. A leadoff single for Lowell, our 18th hit. Here's Luke Scott looking for a cycle. We're going to let him swing here. Got jammed on that fastball with the wind. It might fall for a base hit, and no, it won't. B.J. Upton with a heck of an arm. Lowell barely gets there in time. 1 away. Runner remains at first. There's Loduca. Ball 1, that gets away from the catcher. Lowell gets the scoring position. So Loduca ahead in the count, 1-0. That's a mistake. He hits it right to the second baseman. Lowell gets back to second in time. 2 away. Here's Grandy. A good contact swing is all we need here. Swings up the first pitch. That's pulled. Hatteberg fields it. Steps on the bag. That's the 3rd out. That brings us to the 7th inning stretch. And we're low on this here, so we're going to have some good luck water. I mean, so far this game, we've only gotten runs across on home runs. We've had 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. So far, Wolf has been pitching brilliantly. It's unfortunate that 1 run got across the plate. I think Lowell should have had that. But hey, regardless, they're 1 for 4. We're 10 for 18. They have 9 outs left. We got to remember that it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game at the Coliseum, home of the Oakland Athletics. Here's Jeff Kent, 0 for 2, 2 grounders. Swings at the fastball, strike 1. That one was a mistake. Luckily, he swung through it. And my goodness, that thing could have really hurt somebody getting sent back like that. He smokes that thing to center field. Granderson running. What a catch! Our fielding is showing up too. Granderson prevents extra bases there. Now Hatteberg there, the left-hander. Strike 1. Beautiful pitch for strike 2. Pops that up. Berkman going in for it. 2nd out. Jones. Strike 1 on the fastball. Jammed on that. That is going to be an awkward base hit if it gets down. Rich Aurelia. Nope, nobody gets it. So there's their 5th hit, a 2-out single. This guy has been money for them, Johnny Estrada. Only player with multiple hits in the game so far. 0-2. Pulls that one. Lowell's got that one. Along the ground, over to Berkman. We get out of the inning. Excellent pitching from Wolf. They get their 5th hit. Nothing to show for it. Top of the 8th coming up, and it's the top of our lineup again. It should be, what, the 5th trip through it? Yes, it is. Aurelia, 1 for 3. So I think in a situation like this, we have a ton of righties. Just get this guy tired, because that sub-1 ERA is something. Back-to-back fastballs. Count as 1-1. Slider went too far inside. 2-1. Fastball there, 2-2. Went inside with that changeup. Aurelia didn't bite. Payoff pitch. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the 8th. We're up by 9. Grounded to Hatteberg. Stepped on the bag. 1 away. Here's Durham, 2 for 2, 2 singles. 2 for 4, excuse me. Strike one on a changeup. Strike 2 on the fastball. Foul that slider back, hanging alive for one more pitch. He pops that up. That's going to foul territory. Hatteberg is there. Had to go a good distance out for it, but he makes the catch. 2 away. Here's Berkman. He's finally tired. I believe Berkman is, what, 3 for 4? Yes, he is. 1-1. 2-1. He hits that over to right field. That will fall for another base hit. Berkman 4 for 5 in the game now. That's going to bring up Rios. 2 for 4. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs in the game. Strike one on the slider. Hits that hard. Great dive by Kennedy. Throws it over to first, and he saved maybe another run there. But now we're 10 for 19. We have not gotten anything done without home runs. They're 1 for 5. They're down to 6 outs. Great Kennedy in the 8th spot is leading off. 2 swinging strikeouts. 5 in the game for Wolf. Hits the first pitch he sees. Smoked it to right field, but Rios is there. 1 away. Here's Spire here, 0 for 2. He pulls that one. That is going to be going for a base hit. A 1-out single to left. Runner on first, 1 away. It's the top of their lineup. BJ Upton. He's been swinging out of his cleats. All 3 at bats, just inside on the slider. Strike 1 on the fastball. Pulls that. That's going inside Lowell. I'd say go to first. At first, that does advance the runner to scoring position. The second base runner, I believe they've had their, feels like all game, maybe the third. Strike 1 in Betancourt. Strike 2. Ooh, 50-50 call. Did not go our way. That one was well inside. Hits that there. Durham with an amazing dive. Over to first. Got him. Another run not coming across the plate there. Wolf is looking for a complete game here. Top of the 9th coming up, and Ryan Braun is leading off in the 5 spot. He is 3 for 4. He's also looking for a cycle, I realized. Fastball missed, 1-0. 2-0. Slider there, 2-1. And he went reaching for that one. That one was low. It's going to right field. It is gone. His home run number 70 on the season. His second solo shot and home run of the day. 2 RBIs for him in the game now. Just over 380 feet. We now have a 10-run lead. 11-1 Toronto. I mean, eventually, yep. So our 20th hit gets us our 11th run, so we're slightly better than 500. They're finally going to take him out of there. His ERA is still below 1.5. Comes Fukumori. This is someone, you know the game of Mori? Kazuo. He just really hates that game of Mori, you know? Lowell hits that off the exact side of the bat. I honestly shouldn't even swung there, but back-to-back hits. Lowell on first. Finally put in a right-hander. Here's Luke Scott. Still want to keep him picked off. They feel this game is somehow still competitive. Ball 1 on the forkball. Strike 1 on the Shudo. It's a unique pitch. Don't know if we've seen that even yet in either series. That's going to be a fair ball hit down the third baseline, and that's a single for Scott. Here's Loduca now. Ball 1, that's Shudo. I think that could have been strike 1. We'll take it. 1-0. That one gets way away from him. That's going to the backstop. Loduca just needs a sac fly to get at least 1 run in now. But 2-0. Forkball there. Second pitcher we face with a forkball tonight. Loduca hits that over to first base. Where are they going with it? They go home. And he hesitated. He shouldn't have. Fielder's choice. Loduca with an RBI. 12-1. And I don't know what Hatteberg's thinking here. this situation, you step on first base, then you make the throw. I mean, I don't know why he did that. But here's Grandy. Already a 2-run home run in the game. Shootout, another 50-50 call missed. That one gets away from the catcher yet again. Get back to your bases. He's going to third. But Scott's there in plenty of time. 3-0. Another one gets away from the catcher. We're keeping our guys at their bases. Johnny Estrada cannot handle this guy's stuff right here. He's looking over at what is he doing? He's strike one. That could have been a ball 4. That was a 50-50 call. Grandy pulls that, just went inside foul. He's tired already. I mean, yeah, when you're going back and forth like that, I'd be tired too. Fouled back again by Grandy. Payoff pitch. He hits that to center. Makes the catch, but we're sending them anyway. Sac fly for Granderson, 13-1. That's Grandy's third RBI on the day, on the evening, I should say. Aurelia, strike one on the shootout. Aurelia went reaching for that one, missed the sweet spot, but it will carry this inning on. Runners on the corners, one away. Durham. I think we're waiting on something here. Infield's moving up. They want the double play. They want it now. And you're not getting it on that. Durham puts that really far. Caught deep in right field by Spire, but that's going to be another sac fly. We still have a runner in scoring position. It's 14-1. They're going to take Fukumori out of there. ERA exactly at 4. Here comes in Gonzo here. Berkman 4 for 5. Strike one. It's Mike Gonzalez. And a mistake. Berkman didn't get that good of a swing on it. I didn't see the yellow explanation there. How the hell did that make it that far? Okay, I should have not pressed the button because what's his name went to third. That was genuinely shocking to me. Here's AR-15. He can get to the nice number here. You know what? Contact swing. Let's see that nice number. Foul that one back. Dangerous there. Wait, no way. Estrada fields that one. Nothing in 2. Fouls that one off. Remaining at nothing in 2 here. Puts that over to the second baseman. Caught. That's going to be the final out. Hey, whatever. A 4-run rally in the 9th. We finished 14 for 24. They're 1 for 6. It's the heart of their lineup, but Wolf's going for the complete game. He's tired. Strike one. Let's see what he's got. That's grounded over to Lowell, and he's got that one. Over to first. One away. Here's Kent, 0 for 3. Strike one on the fastball. Got a piece of that one well. That's going to right field. Rios is there. 2 away. Final out of the game. Here's Hatteberg, 0 for 3. Strike one on the curve there. It's that over to Rich Aurelia. Easy catch. That's the ball game. Your final score, Toronto Blue Jays 14, Oakland Athletics 1. Complete game from Wolf. Fortunately, it wasn't a shutout when it probably should have. Lowell should have had that Johnny Estrada single, but we're not complaining here. He showed guts here. I feel like this is how his last game went as well. He's finding his groove here. Top of the 4th. We won this game in, I think this inning here. This was, Luke Scott's 3-run home run. Actually, no, we won it in the top of the 1st. Player of the game, now, see, Wolf had some excellent defensive help. Scott, Grandy, and even Durham made a great dive. Let's not pretend like there was an easy shutout, or, excuse me, complete game. Top of the 9th, just for fun, why not? Bottom of the 9th, final out. Aurelia's right there. Player of the game's Wolf. I can't argue with that. No walks. 6 hits. Only 1 run. In a lot of innings, they went 3 up and 3 down. Hey, the defense helped, but that happens with every good team, right? 14 for 24. We should have really had some more runs across the plate, all things considered. We were still above 500. We had more than 12 runs. Still feel like there's a bit of a missed opportunity there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats now. Wolf 7-0 on the campaign now. Lavin 2-4. With an ERA like that, I thought he might have been the first loss he had all season. McAfee Coliseum, that's what it's called. Home runs, a lot of them. Grandy had his 36th, Scott had his 16th, Braun had 69, nice, and 70. Rios had 20 and 21. Then RBIs, 4 for Rios, 2 for Braun, 3 for Grandy and Scott, 1 for LaDuca and Durham. I believe everyone got at least one hit. Yep. Granderson got the one hit, but sac fly and the home run, 3 RBIs. Wolf, only 81 pitches, 5 strikeouts, the 1 earned run. ERA is now under 5. That's what we like to see. He's got to keep campaigning to keep that number going as low as possible. They had 164 pitches. Poor Abraham. 3 home runs he gave up on 30 pitches. Alrighty, well, that's going to do it for the game here. We'll move this along. Oh, well, kind of 6-7, but there we go. Let's take a look around the league. Bottom of the ninth, Astros beat the Mets lost again. Who knew? We had the most runs. Yes, we did already. We had 2 touchdowns. I know we're playing in the football stadium, right? Great news. Granderson is now tied for 6th among active players for most sacrifice flies ever in a season. Let's cheer him on. He goes for an even higher record. We love you, Grandy. That's the most defining feature you've had. Not your clutch home runs, not your clutch fielding, not being Grandy, just 6th. What a stat is that? Braun has hit 70 home runs, and that's what our funny secretary here focuses on? Okay, whatever, right? We gotta focus on... So we just had a 10:30 p.m. game that likely went to the next day, and now it's 1 p.m. Alright, well, essentially we're playing 2 games on the same day. Whatever, it's going to be a nice sunny day at the Coliseum. But that's going to be it for this video. Jeremy Guthrie is going to be on the mound now, so we're going to see how he does. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for game number 46 against the Oakland Athletics.